doorbell. I can hardly, can I? Nope, I can't hear it. Can't hear the doorbell. This is the front door. See the vines right there? Door doesn't fit in this jam very well. Have ceramic tile. Let's go ahead and this door sticks in this jam. That's the coat closet door. Moving on along, this is the living room and dining. This is the formal living area. Ceramic tiles. Coming in here, the dishwasher doesn't fit, real square. This kitchen range, the vent hood's high enough. I don't know where it vents to, now that I think about it. I don't know where the fan vents to. Huh. So. Going along here. I heard the ice maker. 3-prong for the oven, and there's no anti-tip device. Electric range. We're going to put it through its paces here a little bit. On these boxes, that blue box, when they're installed so they're flush with the wall. And then what happened is they came in here and they installed all this splashback, and now it's sticking out, and the cover doesn't fit right. So all the fire blocking around there is compromised. Now you sell these things called extenders, goof rings, or whatever you want to call them. They cost about $2 a piece, but they didn't do that to finish the installation. Here's the dishwasher, as we mentioned. Let's see what we can do here. Star. Heat dry, normal. These sinks, they're supposed to cascade down like this. You have this edge right here. It's called a foul line. F-O-U-L. It's where all the cooties hide, the germs, bacteria. Is that thing on? Did I do it right? We're waiting. I'm going to come along under here, beneath here. The drain line does not make an anti-siphon loop. So the dishwasher doesn't have an anti-siphon loop. It's not GFCI protected, but that's kind of typical for the age. Doesn't have electric disconnect, even though there's probably one behind there. 60? No, there's not. It doesn't have electric disconnect. A little dent right there in the front. In case you're interested, there's there. It sits out all crazy. Not crazy. Coming along, refrigerator. I've been hearing the ice maker. Let's see what we got under here, behind here. The water connection just comes straight out of the wall. It doesn't have a connection tray. Again, 1960. So that fan works. I worked it. I just don't know where it goes. I just do not know where it goes. Windows again. We're going to open and close a bunch of windows. Now this fireplace, you see how it's all this dark discoloration here? See that? That's not because somebody forgot to open the damper. You don't have an event like that, 6 events like that, and cause that kind of discoloration. That discoloration is because this fireplace is not vented properly, and it's exhausting through the screen here. And then here, you see those white marks? See that white? Those are called clean cracks. See, if it was venting, if the fireplace was exhausting through the cracks, they wouldn't be white. You know, white like that, it's because it's sucking air. This fireplace needs air. It's going to breathe air no matter what. It's going to breathe air. It's going to demand the air. and it's pulling it out of the walls. So we got a drafting issue. It's a thing. And see this bracket here on this gas log? You got a conventional gas log. Excuse me. You got a conventional natural log. They've got the remnants of an artificial log that they're using, which is improper. And then they got pieces of an artificial gas log. And this reminds me of something else. If these logs aren't stacked right, they can cause this. They can cause this. So that's what we have. We got a screen. We do not have an energy saving glass front, not required. Hearth looks like it's almost 24 inches. We're all right there. Coming along. 4 or more steps. 4 or more steps should have a handrail. That's not 3 steps. That's 4 steps. This is not a landing. Those are pie steps. They have less than 7-inch diameter. They have less than 36 by 36 inches square. So these are steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have had a handrail here. Speaking of handrails, this one's not 34 inches high. And it's open ends. Open ends like that. See? So you can catch your pants pocket in that, or your robe, and come spinning down the stairs. You're supposed to have 6 foot 10 inches of headroom. 6 foot 10 inches of headroom. That smoke alarm does not work. One's inoperable. The one in the entry is inoperable, and the one in the living room is inoperable, I believe. I'll get a proper count. But less than 6 foot 10 inches of headroom. Low handrail. Open ends. No luminaries. The only luminary for the stairs, that's a skylight. That's a skylight that's not very well installed in the attic. Coming up here, we've got carpet. It could be in better shape. You're not supposed to have pull handles, pull strings. Those are obsolete. This is the way a house is built, I get that. Like a dog's been digging on the carpet there. This is one of your attic accesses. Pull strings. Windows in a bedroom. And again, the house was built this way. But just so you know, windows should not be higher than 44 inches from the floor. Should not be higher than 44 inches from the floor. So if there's a fire, I guess you're going to get out of this window. This one's missing a screen. I guess you can climb up on this one and that one and get out that way. I guess this is the emergency window. Still going to write it up, but coming on along, this is the hall bathroom. Hall bathroom is a vent. It's the one that goes to the gable vents outside. Coming along here, got some installation of the GFCI that does work. It does work. Coming up underneath here though, see that flexible drain? Flexible drains are not allowed. See these 2 water supply lines? See those little metal plates around there? Those little circular plates? Those look like they're plastic. But those are actually, those are called escutcheon plates. And you're supposed to have them on your drains as well. And of course they're not there. We don't have a escutcheon plate there. Looks like we got some more PEX piping. No escutcheon plate there. Coming along, when the home was built, I get it. But by today's standards, you wouldn't have separate control handles. You'd have one single handle that keeps it from hot and cold. Seems to be flushing fine. Now this commode is just, this bathtub is just not fresh. There's nothing wrong with that. There's your drain stopper right there. There's your drain stopper. I've been running some water in this thing. We're going to go downstairs and check it. These doors do not... I said they didn't roll right. They roll. Look at that. They roll just fine. Look at that. Close exactly right. So these lights are around the corner. If it's not daylight, you have no light in your stairs. This door kind of sticks. This is the middle bedroom. We've been here before. That's the attic access. That's the pull chain. That's the door. It doesn't close very good. That's the way I found it. Just this latch. That's to the indoor air handler. There's the paint. That smoke alarm works. Coming along. Is that 44 inches? Well then, there we go. It's starting to rain again. It was raining this morning before I got here. Put some light on the subject. I've got a luminary burned out. Yeah. Okay, one of them. More crazy rolling doors. Lots of... This whole wall upstairs is closets. I guess you know that already. I'm sorry. Windows too high again. This is the wall that I'm gonna be suspicious. I'm gonna do all of it with infrared, but this is the wall I'm kind of suspicious of. Because when I was in the attic, it didn't have the bat insulation on it. Now, it's not real hot out there today. The house isn't that cool. So, I don't know how good the infrared imaging or how impressive the infrared imaging is going to be, because you need contrast, just like any camera. That's all it is a camera. This door to go into the garage is installed inside out. The garage is considered the exterior. So when you have a door like this on the inside out, then in theory somebody could pop those hinges and pull this door out. We used to have a middle hinge. The exterior door should have a middle hinge, but it doesn't. This is the door opener. It's high enough. It's got a warning sticker. It's got insulated staples. That's all so far so good. But it just doesn't work. I can't make it work. Operator Error is my middle name. You got a warning sticker there. A warning sticker there. Both sides of the door. You got a pull handle inside the door. The optic sensors are not supposed to be closer to the floor than 6 inches. And you're not supposed to use an extension cord to power a door opener. There's your emergency disconnect. This is the electric service panel. That's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And an electrician needs to tell you if you can feel safe in this house. Because I don't. I wouldn't have a panel like that. There's going to be a panel video. There's going to be a panel video, and we'll deal with it then. Wood rot coming along. And there's more. There's more. That's why you're going to read the report. Coming in. Hot and cold should be labeled. You should have a trim ring around the connection thing. This should be GFCI. It's not. That should be labeled for the length, and it's not. And then, of course, if you're going to see a water heater video where I'm going to be very critical. There's a thermostat. One thermostat upstairs and downstairs. There's other ways to do it. Other ways to do it. This is the water heater closet, and I'll go back to the clothes dryer vent. See, that's supposed to be your combustible air. That's how you get air into the mechanical closet so that the water heater, gas water heater, can breathe right. But we don't have any combustible air over here. It looks like somebody drilled some holes trying to make some. That wasn't going to work. Then they filled the holes up. That's not going to work worse. So, brass connector, good. And then it's flexible for the dryer vent. That's just a no-go. But we've talked about that already. Stains in the carpet. Carpet's generally in poor shape. This looks like about a 25 by 20. I might be able to read it. 20 by 20 by 1, and it's filthy. This air filter is filthy. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of temperature readings we get. Coming on along here, I left this off for me. Us. Okay. Those are aluminum wires connected. And see the brass and the silver? This is a copper rated receptacle with aluminum wires hooked directly to it. And this receptacle outlet. This receptacle is not rated for aluminum wires. These wires have not been properly pigtailed. If pigtailing could ever be proper, by the way. I'm not a fan of pigtailing. I'm more of a fan of getting aluminum rated receptacles. I'm more of a fan of that. Insurance companies like pigtailing. They're not your friends, by the way. I mean, a friend in need is a friend indeed, but actually you're an actuation chart. How many policies can they sell, and how much loss can they take? And let's say pigtailing's good enough, and it's good enough, I suppose, as long as you don't have an event. This bathroom does not have a vent. Speaking of vents, haha, segue. Does not have a air vent fan, but that being said, it has an operable window. If it has an operable window, those aren't required. This is that single handle I was talking about that the upstairs shower doesn't have. You got a nice claw bathtub in here and a chandelier. Now the thing about the chandelier, they got a vent. Oh. Chandelier and vent go together, and the bathroom does have a vent. I apologize. And the vent and the chandelier go together. The problem with this chandelier is that it's not 8 feet away from the bathtub. It should be 3 and 3 and 8. 8 feet high. Not. I am vertically challenged. I'm not gonna reach 8 feet up. So you can sit here enjoying some bubbles. Oh, more vents in the door. See, they're trying to do the makeup air vent. There's going to be the gas supply vent. This is back where we started. This is like the inside tour. Just kind of show you the fit and finish and how things work. I'm going to get back with you on the operation of these bathtubs and the... Oh, are you ready? So we ran water upstairs. They got this nice stain up here. So I want to see if there's any water markers. There's not. I'm going to put a moisture meter up there. I'm going to put a moisture meter. But this is beneath the upstairs bathroom. This is not the roof is a whole floor away from us. So what happened here, and looking at the position, because this is the bathtub, this is the commode. I'm thinking that you might have had a wax ring that was leaking at one time. Or some piping issues, I don't know. But the brown usually means commode. That's what I would bet on, but it's only a bet. It's not a guarantee. So there we are.